Emma continued a little hesitantly. Lily and I were more casual. We didn't talk much, mostly just a simple collaboration. But I was more intimate with Oliver. We talked more, sometimes even telling each other our secrets. Jim, who hadn't expected this answer, paused for a moment, because when he had asked about Oliver's connections before, he had heard answers that were different from Emma's words. So he looked carefully at Emma's expression to better understand her reactions. In order to keep the atmosphere of the interrogation from becoming tense, Jim asked his questions in a more informal and sincere manner. Was there anything in Oliver's or Lily's behavior that caught your attention? For example, a special incident before the incident. Has there been any suspicious incidents or issues in these 4 years? But he thought for a moment, as if trying to find the right wording. He said, "To be honest, Lily was usually quiet and mostly did her own thing, but Oliver acted strangely sometimes, especially before that night of the incident." Jim, having come across new clues, flipped through his notebook once more to make sure he had recorded all the details.
Jim asked again, without showing any surprise, "Who do you think killed Walter's family?" But he was very scared and replied, "I don't know. If you're done with your questions, I can go." Jim said, "Yes, thank you for answering my questions." Jim left the room and went to his own office. As Jim sat down in his chair, he looked at his computer where he had recorded all the information and notes from his investigation. Suddenly, his eyes fell on the answers of 3 of the people he had spoken to. First answer, Lily. "I was close friends with Emma, but not Oliver." Second answer, Oliver. "Those 2 girls killed Walter's family." Jim thought for a moment. The obvious contradiction between Lily and Oliver's words made him suspicious. While Emma was scared and hesitant, could the truth be more complicated than it seemed? Were the 2 girls Oliver mentioned really guilty? Or is he trying to exonerate himself by blaming others? Jim decided to analyze the answers more closely and find more clues to uncover the truth. The third answer is, "But I was close friends with Oliver, and Lee was not." Jim was lost in thought that none of these questions had a clear answer. After hours, Jim realized that these 2 girls' answers were more illogical than Oliver's, because Lily said, "I was friends with Emma," but Emma said, "I was friends with Oliver." But Oliver knew those 2 were guilty. After a day, Jim was able to find the killers. He believed Emma and Lily to be the killers. Then he went to Emma and Lily's house in a police car and took them to the police station. The 2 people didn't say anything at first, but after seeing that they wouldn't let them go, they quickly started to reveal the plan and blame each other. But Jim knew what had happened to Walter's family. Emma designed this plan, and Lily carried it out, but he had told Lily that after working for the Walter family for a few years and taking care of their children, we could gain their attention and trust. Which is, they did the job properly, and after a few years, but when he was looking for the code to the Walter family safe and got the code, he told Lily that he would put the poison in the Walter family's food for dinner. Lily did it perfectly, without leaving a trace. In this way, the Walter family was murdered, and very quickly after the murder, the Walter family erased the video of the cameras inside the house. In this way, they became the owner of a lot of money, but the smart detectives solved this mystery and brought the criminals to justice.